This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. So, not really the rare you're looking for. Not really enough artifacts to make it worth it. Yeah, both these signpost and commons, especially this one, has been pretty good. But I don't love them so much that they make me want to take a gold card with my first pick. I do like them both. I think we just go with Cast Down. It's not the most exciting pick in the world. You know, we're just taking premium removal here, but premium removal's good. There are a lot of things it doesn't kill. I mean, a lot's an exaggeration, but it can't kill anything with Specialized, and it can't kill the signpost uncommons. And then there's some other rares it can't kill. But it still almost kills everything for 2 mana. And that's, you know, it's like Doomblade, except I think it probably kills even more things than like Doomblade or Go for the Throat did. So could have started with back-to-back Mintharas, and that does get interesting. You know, it's interesting that you get more bonus out of having multiples of her than any of the other signpost and commons. She has that sort of built-in ability. Now that I've taken a black card, Minthara has me a little interested. Guildsworn Prowler has been quite good. That's really what I'm looking at here. I think we'll take Minthara in the end. I did play in the qualifier for the Arena Championship yesterday, and I went 4-2, so I didn't advance to day 2. That's why I'm here today. That video is up on YouTube, though, if you want to see how it went. Okay, so Dragon's Fire is excellent. Shambling Ghast and Guildsworn Prowler, we just saw that, are pretty good. As good as Dragon's Fire is, I do sort of feel like already having a black card and a black-white card. Taking one of these might just be a little better. They're not quite as good as Dragon's Fire, but they're both pretty good, you know. So I think I take the Ghast in the end. No, I think it's the Prowler, actually. This thing has just been, like, there are way more situations where your opponent has to 2-for-1 themselves with it than I really expected. Okay, Priest of Ancient Lore is great. I think that's where we go. I do like Steadfast Unicorn a lot. It's been a pretty big overperformer. Take a lore here. Priest of Ancient Lore, that is. So, no black or white that I really want in this pack. Eyes of the Beholder isn't great. So, yeah, maybe we just take a Dragon's Fire now over Dreadlinorm. These are the two that I'm really interested in. Maybe that other one will. I mean, it's highly unlikely. All right, well, happy to take a Ghast here. Happy to take a Sepulchre Ghoul here. It's good with both the Prowler and the Ghast and Minthara, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, you know, going into that event, I did not know that there was going to be like a big gym payout. So that was a nice consolation prize. You know, I just was thinking about qualifying for day 2 and then maybe making it to the Arena Championship. But then I was like, oh, wait a second. Pretty good payout here. 3 pretty mediocre black cards overall. Same for everything else in this pack. Hook Horror can be interesting if you have the right build, and we might end up in the right build. It's generally a build with a bunch of sacrifice effects and Minthara, so... So it's interesting. I mean, I think we're playing black, but I don't think we're really necessarily locked in on anything else, so... Okay, could take the rare for gems, but because we're not locked in on a second color at all, I think I'm going to take Ettercap because I think it's actually a pretty decent card. So if we, for whatever reason, if we end up in green, it'll be nice to have that hanging around. These are both fine. Which do I like more? I mean, she likes treasure, but this likes things dying too. I think for now I go with Horde Robber. I do like Nefarious Imp. I mean, I'd be happy. Oh, wow. So Warcaller wheeled this late. I think we're pivoting into red. If there's still a Warcaller here. We'll see, though. Okay. Then we open up John Arenicus. We can splash him, though. It's probably what we're going to want to do. We already have some treasure, so it's not that hard to do. You know, a little more fixing will be necessary, but yeah, it's really strong. I would prefer to splash him more than anything. This pack's pretty strong. We've also got Rasad, who's nice to splash, and Null Hunting Party, which is a nice card. Other Dragon's Fire as well. But pack one, pick one, it would be John Arenicus, and I think it's John Arenicus here too. So that's where we're going to go. Okay. It's not the most exciting rare. You know, it's fine. We do have a Pilgrim's Eye here, which will help us splash John Arenicus. The other options are a Patriarch's Humiliation, which is quite good. And I guess Soldiers of the Watch. The rest of this pack's not great for us. Sort of leaning towards Pilgrim's Eye. I mean, the Humiliation is definitely better, but white doesn't feel that open overall. And I do know I have a bomb that I want to splash at this point. So I think I'm going to take Pilgrim's Eye. Okay. Well... Let's see. Let us see. Manticore. Maybe it's the containment here. These black cards just aren't very good. And there's no red cards. So I'm kind of leaning towards containment. Band Together is probably the best card in the pack, if you're interested in that sort of thing. And we could take it, but containment has more of a chance of making our deck, and it's fine. Okay, another card we could consider splashing is Alaundo. He's quite good. There's a Prosperous Innkeeper here, which is pretty strong. Obviously, we're not really in green at this point, but, you know, yeah. I do think John Arenicus is a better thing to splash than Alaundo. Oh, and we're not really... I was thinking we were blue-black base, but we're probably not going to be. So, I think we take Ghost Lantern here. It's been pretty nice. It goes well alongside some of the things we have going on in our deck, too, so... That late Warcaller really made me feel like red was open, but I haven't seen that much to make me feel like I was right. I think we'll take the Rabble Rouser here. You know, that's a good red card to still be here, at least. Another Horde Robber. Sure. Yeah. Another Horde Robber. Maybe take Young Red Dragon here. I don't think it's a great card or anything, but it does provide us treasure. It's a dragon. Those things can matter. Yeah, I think we'll take the dragon here. Gray Slot hasn't been that easy to make work. So at this point, it kind of feels to me like this is where we're leaning. Black-red, splash John Arenicus. I think we take the slot. I mean, we may end up in a deck where it actually makes sense. We're not in it right now, but we could end up there. White Gate doesn't do us a whole lot of good. I already have one. You Find Some Prisoners. It's not especially good. So I think Young Blue Dragon's the best card in this pack. I guess I could take it. I mean, there's sort of an outside chance we end up in a different kind of deck. I think we take Eyes here. It's fine. I mean, you don't love it, but I'd rather have it than that Trap, for example. So we do have a Gate to Sea Tower. I mean, I knew it. It doesn't make that much sense to run it, especially with Pilgrim's Eye, if we're just splashing. But maybe we'll end up doing more than that, I guess. Lantern of Revealing, not something I love. Neither are these. I guess we take the Lantern. If we open something that really demands we have really good fixing, I think we'll be pretty happy that we took that, but... All right, well, Basilisk Collar definitely does not, and it is what we pick. It's really strong, you know. It makes any small creature into a problem because it can trade with anything, and it makes any big creature into more of a problem because of lifelink. So there is a Kalane here, which is really, really strong. So, hello, Gunny. But Basilisk Collar is still better, I think. I wouldn't mind Kalane or Goot coming back to us, but we're going to take the Collar. Okay, another Pilgrim's Eye, which would definitely shore up our mana. Also got a Nefarious Imp and a Deadly Dispute. Both of which are things that I like. Kind of leaning Pilgrim's Eye, though. You know, if we end up with enough artifacts, we might splash the Kenku. Although it's non-creature. But, you know, we do have a bunch of treasure, so that's interesting. Yeah. Nah, I think we take Deadly Dispute in the end. We have enough fixing. All we're doing is John Arenicus, and then Deadly Dispute is quite good, so... Alright, so I think we take another Rabble-Rouser. I do like Immolator, Fireball's okay, Dispute, I'd take another one. Prism's not bad, but I think we just take another one of those. We have a lot of 2-drops, which is usually pretty good in this format. Chain Devil, I do like it, but I do think we just grab another Pilgrim's Eye now. It does sort of feel like we're not drafting the optimal deck for our seat, which is really weird. You know, I saw that Work Hauler, and it really felt like I was going to be in business, and then we haven't really paid off. So, a card named Sable Banded Hamster. So, he is asking that because we have a hamster who's a Sable Banded Hamster in this household, named Amadeus. Servok is probably where I'm going to go here. I do like Guildsworn Prowler, but, you know, like all these specialized things, this thing can really take over games, and it's an uncommon, so it's hard to say no to that. But, let's see. So, based on how our Sable Banded Hamster behaves, I mean, it would probably be a 1-mana 1/1. It's a good place to start. With Defender, let's say. And, so basically the reason I'm doing this is he likes to hide away until he thinks we might have food, and then he'll, like, show up. So a 1/1 with Defender, and then whenever a food token enters the battlefield, he gets, I don't know, a +1/+1 counter and loses Defender until end of turn. Seems like a really good card, but hey, that's what I'm going to go with. We'll take a Manticore here. It's fine. I mean, don't love it, but, you know. Okay, Drider's okay, too. We do kind of need some top end, and we're picking it up here. I think we just got that glitch where it shows you the wrong card, or I grabbed the wrong card. Either is possible. No, I think it's a glitch. Baleful Beholder's okay. Yeah, don't really feel like we did the right thing in this draft. We'll see if our deck can survive anyway. We're not really going to be good with Summon Undead, so another Manticore. Manticore is good with Horde Robbers, so that's nice. Well, we can have another Artificer, because there might be a reason. We need to look how many treasures we have. What kind of deck? I mean, it's hard to say, because it's good in every deck. Basilisk Collar, that is. So we're going to have to exit out of this, because otherwise we'll build our entire deck, and then it'll be like, you can't save your deck. That's what happens when this glitch happens, just so you know. Okay. Which is pretty annoying, but, you know, it's whatever. I guess we'll leave the Beholder in here for now. Don't think we play Lantern of Revealing. Probably not Grey Slot, but I'll leave it for now. I'm going to leave the Artificers, too. Oh, Dueling Rapiers. Not good. Do I have enough ways to make treasure? No, I've never really done a draft doctor thing. I feel like did I cut something I shouldn't have? No? Okay. Maybe I leave the Beholder in. We don't have that much top end. I thought we did for some reason. some random top in, but... So, non-creature artifacts, how many do we have? We've got Ghost Lantern, Shambling Gas Makes Treasure, Basilisk Collar, Treasure, Treasure. This is a creature, more treasure. Yeah, don't think so. I don't think we got there. We're not splashing both Minthara and John, and I do think John is probably just better. Yeah, red ended up really not being open. You know, I saw that War Caller and sort of tunnel visioned on it, but then with what we ended up actually doing, you can see that it wasn't that open. Like, you know. Gray Slod gets the axe, I think. I mean, I could consider splashing Minthara too, I suppose. We've got 2 Pilgrim's Eyes and a bunch of treasure. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think we're that interested in Hook Horror. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. Not overly confident about how this deck will perform. We do not need... We're not running the gate because we're only going to run 1 island. Go up 1. Go up 1. Yeah, okay. That's our deck. I sort of thought about running the gate, like in the event I ran like 1 island and 1 gate, and then I had treasure that could use the gate. I probably would have done it, but that's not what we ended up with. So it isn't what I did. All right. You know, playing 2 Manticores, not exactly where I want to be. It is hard for me to want to hit the button here. I mean, if I splash white, I could also throw in Minimus Containment. Oh yeah, with the 2 robbers, it gets a little better. It's also not bad with these double teamers because people will just block them. So... yeah, I'm kind of considering cutting 1 Manticore for a Minthara, but I don't think so. I think this is just what we're going to do here. Not overly confident in this deck, like I said, but, you know, probably means we'll do really well. Huh. No black mana, but we do have 2 red cards we can already play. I think this is an alright keep. Yeah. Is it perfect? No, but it's alright. Chances are pretty good we either draw a swamp or more red cards we can play, basically. Or, you know, more mountains. Nice. That's a good draw. Yeah, we could have drawn Swamps or our Pilgrim's Eyes. I mean, we you know, we mostly want to grab an island with this, but in this situation, we're going to be grabbing a Swamp. For a second, I thought that was going to be a counter spell. And I was going to be like, uh-oh. Having a hard time deciding what to put back. It would seem. Maybe they'll play something we can just attack into. Nice, another swamp. Okay, so we attack here. And I think we play Prowler and Rabble Rouser. Something may get countered here. But we're okay with that, I think. I've had one game in the format where I had like 4 of these in play and a ton of mana, and I did an absurd amount of damage out of nowhere. Well, not really out of nowhere. They were all on the table, but it was kind of amazing how much damage it was. Okay. Well, that card's not super good in this format, just like it wasn't in the last one. And the reason why is Deadly Dispute, because we can just sack it for value, like serious value here. And that's what we're going to do, because we may draw something that changes how we play this turn. So, yeah. Maybe. Hit them for 4. I think we play Warcaller, Board Robber. Yeah, I mean, these cards, a lot of the blue cards in this format are just too slow. Like, Charmed Sleep isn't really good enough when you're getting a 2-for-1 out of your Rabble Rouser, and then sacking the one that they do something to. Well, we can't sack that right away, unfortunately. We're gonna pump our Rabble Rouser here. I'm just trying to decide by how much. At least 1. 3, 4, 6, 7. I think we're gonna do 1 more. Yeah. Let's just leave up our Manticore and Dragon's Fire here. And I think that's what we do. We could play the Robber, but the Manticore is more inevitable damage, so... Oh, there's some red mana. They could actually have a Sweeper now. Although it wouldn't kill these two. Dragon's Breath Weapon. Our 2/1/3s would survive. We draw a card, and then we could flash in Manticore at the end of their turn, so... wouldn't matter much. Okay. Luckily, we killed them before this was a problem. Alright, so swing out. I don't think they have any good way to block, so... Guess you block the Rabble Rouser and take 6, which is lethal, so... yeah. Pretty gross card. I haven't played with it yet. I think both times I've played against it were in situations like this, where I was lucky enough that our opponent was already dead. 2, 3, 5, 6. Just making sure my math's not off, because... yeah. If my math was off there, I could have buffed the Rabble-Rouser twice and then used Dragon's Rage or whatever. I guess we'll go use our Mastery Orb here. So we're starting on a new one. Where do I want to go? Let's go with white. Why do they have a black-white card as the avatar? Isn't this a black-white card? Yes. Weird. More sort of weird laziness related to this format. It's like, why is it a... I mean, maybe that character is really popular, I guess, in Dungeons and Dragons and Baldur's Gate, and I don't know. So, hopefully we keep just getting aggro hands against people who... Yeah, my Cardboard Live's not working. Apologies for that. I need to get one of the other ones for next weekend. Untapped.gg or whatever. I don't know what happened to my Cardboard Live, but I emailed the people and they didn't respond, so... Makes me think it's sort of out of commission. That happened with... There was a predecessor to Cardboard Live, where the person just stopped updating it altogether for a while, or forever, out of nowhere. No announcement or anything. So, that might be what happened again. What was it even called? I can't remember, but I remember it being a thing. Thank you for the resub, Lord Waffles. Alright, pretty good hand. Gonna be leaning treasure on this with John Arenicus in our opening hand. We do have 2 6s, which is kind of a bummer, but we're already halfway there. Oh yeah, there's a new Jaya in Dominaria United. Ah, Kobold Warcaller. I really wish I could kill that right away. Drawing, like, Deadly Dispute right there would have been kind of awesome. I kind of think we leave the Ghast back because if they can give haste to something and attack with it here, leaving the Ghast back basically means they won't attack. And the upside is just that I get in for 1 damage here. They're not going to block or anything. So, I think it's better to hang back. Before they, like, haste into play a goblin, hobgoblin, whatever. There's Basilisk Collar. That's That's useful for sure. Makes Ghast even better. Now we can kill anything they give haste to, you know, unless it has flying. So I was saying we'd be leaning towards treasure on the Ghast, but given that there's a Warcaller in play, I don't think that's true anymore. Ooh. Interesting. Well, we definitely block here and make a treasure, and then we can play John Arenicus at the end of our turn, our next turn, so this lets us kill the Warcaller. Obviously, they have something else they want to do, and they need to get my creature out of the way, but In the meantime, I'm pretty happy to play John Arenicus here. So this was my preview card, and it's a cool card. I haven't really seen it work out super well, but it is a cool card. It lets them, you know, they can play it from their graveyard to give whatever they play haste. So if they kill John Arenicus, that's sad, but it also means they're not adding to the board. And I can also get it back later with our adventure thing. Our black adventure equipment. Yeah, the downside is milling them can sometimes give them value. Like, you know, Liara's bonus is better for sure. I don't think we attack. I know it's kind of tempting to attack, but I don't think we do because of the one generic and a white do 5 to target attacking creature thing. And we don't have to attack, so I don't think we do. I think we just play this Pilgrim's Eye here. I guess we get another mountain. There's no reason for us to grab our island anymore. The reason to do that is in play. I guess if it dies, we wouldn't be able to get it back with Ghost Lantern and recast it, but I think a mountain's probably still more useful. We are not attacking. We get to draw a card here. Nice. Well, there's our lantern. So, we're going to attack with our Pilgrim's Eye. Probably just play the Beholder. Although, later in the game, we could use it to get rid of the Craving. So I could go a little less in that direction if I wanted to. I think we probably still play it, though. I guess I could attack with John now because we have Ghost Lantern, but the lack of the right kind of mana is kind of a bummer. So yeah, we'll just play this 6/5. Give menace to all our creatures. Look out. So I think they get milled this time. I haven't actually checked. Okay, well, interesting they don't want to use that on Arenicus. So we actually drew, didn't we? Yeah. I guess we'll be drawing. They've got 22, we've got 25. We'll just be drawing the next several turns. So, yeah. They are tapped out now, which I like. Okay. So, we'll use Eyes of the Beholder to kill a Beholder. Flavor fail, right? This is going to die on their upkeep. I'm kind of considering attacking with John because more damage, and then I can still trade with Horde Robber if I need to. Yeah. Bye-bye, Baleful Beholder, and you're not even worth getting back, sadly. Definitely trade. I think indestructibility, yeah. Not too surprising. Okay, so they don't have white mana up this time. So I think I'm okay with attacking with John again. So how much mana do we have? We're going to have 8. So I can move this to John to gain the life. Then play... So that leaves us with 6. Then play both of these and equip one. Yeah. So, Rabble Rouser, Sepulchre Ghoul, yeah, I'll put it here. I think we're drawing again, yeah. We have won in 2 very different ways. I mean, we haven't won this yet, obviously, but definitely have. Yeah, okay. You're a 4/4 haste now. Guess that you get a treasure. But you got to do something big, because this race is a hard one for you. Okay. Well, there's Servok. I can play him and transform him here for a big hit from our Death Touch Lifelinker. I think I like that. Discard one of these Manticores. I can also get something back that I want to get back. Okay. So now 7. Eight, 9, 10, 11. So I can actually swing for lethal here. There's a good chance they have something, but it's going to be tough for them. We sort of suspected that all along. So they're going to go to 1 instead. Works for me. Nice. Be cool to get back in the top 250 again, but like next month's qualifier is like historic. So, you know, not my strong suit. But still feels cool to play in the qualifier. I guess I would do some historic content on the YouTube channel as I prepare. It's alchemy? Okay, well, same thing. I'm not well prepared for such an event. So we won 2 games in very different ways. That one we won sort of by grinding it out with John Arenicus. First one we won by being really aggressive. So, and if we get our like Basilisk Collar and John like every game, things are going to go pretty well, I think. So we definitely have subpar cards in our deck, like, you know, Baleful Beholder, but we have some strong ones, too. I think we just leave up mana to make a treasure. Do I? I think we just play the Collar, now that I think about it. Because just equipping it next turn as, like, our fail case for a turn is a pretty good turn. Okay. Well... Don't love how that lines up here with the Rabble-Rouser, but we'll make a treasure. Block, make a treasure. Is not bad. So we might, if we draw a land, we can play Drider this turn, which would be not bad. We did. Nice. Okay. Baleful Beholder will be nice against that. Although significantly less nice because... yeah. I think maybe we Lantern our Ghast back here. The only thing is I'd like to make a treasure this turn as well. The problem with that... Well, I guess we don't get hit that hard, but they do make copies of things, and that's not so good for us. That is not good for us. Thank you for the follow, Escalapius, rather. I want to say Asclepius, but, you know, history. But, what do I want to do here? Yeah, I do. I can do it for sure. It's just a question of whether I want to. I guess I probably do. If nothing else, I can make the treasure with the Ghast, so... Hello, VX Ring. Top 10 cards played in this game. In this draft, anyway. John Arenicus is definitely up there. So do I block and make a treasure here? Is it even worth it? I kind of don't think so. Wouldn't mind drawing a land here. Haha! Now we can get rid of this. Of course, they can block it pretty effectively. But, still seems pretty good. So all these Rabble-Rousers is a problem. They can all be buffed to 3/3 right now. Good news is, Baleful Beholder can stand up to them. And Shambling Ghast can trade for one of them. We're kind of out of gas here. Oh, God. Removal? No? Yeah, that's not good. This is the times where Young Red Dragon feels pretty darn bad. Yeah, I mean, Red-White Aggro, definitely the best deck in the format when it comes together. You know, you have access to insane commons and uncommons, most of which are just reprints from Forgotten Realms, which I don't know what they were thinking there. But, yeah. Alright, so we'll block here. You can buff this. How many times? Just twice, so there'll be 3s. I guess we block one of them, too. And hope nothing goes wrong here. I think having, like, one Young Red Dragon as fixing isn't too bad. But, yeah, it's not amazing. Well, it's true. The added cards, they have the best cards in this set, and they had the best cards in Forgotten Realms. So, it's like, crazy. So, uh-oh. We're a little... There we go. So, we're going to kill Soldiers of the Watch here. Uh-oh. Yeah, they have a pile of removal, which is not good for us. Well, there's some of our own removal. No point in not suiting up our creature here, because can't really do anything else. Oh yeah, all the double team and Patriarch's Humiliation are all great. But I think if you didn't also have Battlecry Goblin and Dragon's Fire, oh my god. So we have removal, but it basically doesn't matter. I think we've lost. It's going to take something impressive here. Can't use Cast Down on her. So, I guess I'm going to use it on one of the Rabble-Rousers. Alright, I guess we'll keep trying to race them. If I target her, she blinks. So it's basically not worth it. So, yeah. What does the red one do, anyway? 2 1/1 white soldier tokens? You know, that's less busted than most of the other ones. They do have access to the white one, which draws them a card. So, do I Dragon's Fire Soldiers of the Watch here? So they don't get another one? That is the question. Yeah, I think so. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Yeah, that is game. I mean, basically, 4, yeah. I mean, they'll transform it. It's, it always hurts when you're already, like, losing a game, and then your opponent slams a bomb like that. It's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lae'zel. I think Lae'zel's probably... I can't decide if Lae'zel or the Witches, the Hag that lets you draft 2 Witches. Which of those is the biggest bomb? They're both pretty absurd. I think the Witches are better at stabilizing you, maybe. But Lae'zel, I think, is even stronger. So, not a good hand. And we're going to, you know, I think our first couple of games were sort of fluky given the quality of our deck. I think we probably mulligan. You can't really afford to not have early plays. Right, this is much better. I guess we put back Manticore, probably. Yeah. So the problem with Lae'zel is, yes, you can double remove her, but if she's already transformed, the first time you use a removal spell, she gets that into the battlefield / specialized trigger again. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Man. Manticore would have been kind of good here. Well, maybe. Well, I think we attack. I can't imagine they take it. But always worth it. Would have been sweet if they did take it. We could have just slammed John Arenicus that turn. Hello, Owlbear. Alright, so let's play Servok. Not loving how this looks right now, though. May just discard this. What does blue Servok do? Oh, instants and sorceries? Please. That's not worth it. Ugh. Yeah. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. So I think we specialize, discard a swamp. The only problem with that is... Might not be able to play our eyes, but we do get to put something in our graveyard, and maybe we can even bring it back. So let's see what happens. Young red dragon. Not exactly what we were looking for. However, we can boost our Horde Robber here and attack, so that's not terrible. Might give us the blue mana we so desperately want. It does. I don't really want to bring back any of these red dragons. Yeah. So... Skanos is probably transforming. Gonna buff Owlbear, and they'll hit us pretty hard here. Okay. Yeah, it still could, because I have Skilled Nurturer. I may have to cast Eyes of the Beholder on Skanos rather than cast John Irenicus. So, I'm okay with blocking because we have Ghost Lantern in our hand. Yeah, so let's block Skanos and see what happens. Well, I like that. Ow. Then play your dragon. So, now what? Guess we play Servok again. Got 7 mana. I mean... Could also kill the flyer. Yeah, I think we play Servok again. It also lets us get in with Horde Robber here. Most likely. I mean, they can block if they want to. Then I'd probably trade with Owlbear this next turn. And then kill their dragon on our next turn. Something like that. Oh, God. Yeah. Don't think we're going to win this one. Especially if they cast Band Together here to kill Servok. Yeah, we're just too slow. Like, our removal is just way too clunky here. Sure, we can kill one of these things, but we have to spend our whole turn doing it. You know? So... I mean, we do have 8 mana, which is kind of a lot, but... Yeah, gas doesn't help. They can attack us for... I mean, it helps a little, but... I guess maybe our best bet is just to play John Irenicus and hope it does something. And the Shambling Gas this turn as well. Sure. Yeah, that doesn't help. This is why our deck, like I said, it has some pretty low quality cards in it. There's a Band Together. When we're running like Eyes of the Beholder and stuff, doesn't feel great. Alright, so I think we block the Muralist with our Ghast and make a treasure so that if we draw something else, we can use Eyes as well, but we're going to go to 2 here, and they still have 2 flyers in play, so I don't imagine it's going to go super well. Could have used that earlier. Yeah, we're dead. Die, dragon. Concede. So we had a nice 2-0 start where our deck felt pretty sweet. Then 2 games where our deck felt more like I kind of expected it to feel. So, you know. We haven't had a single... Oh, I guess we had a turn 1 Kobold Warcaller earlier. But they killed it right away. Which I did not appreciate. So, those of you who are watching or enjoying watching, you can consider giving back, and you can do that by subscribing here on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't used your Prime subscription, you can do it for free. It just comes with your Amazon Prime subscription, I guess, is what it's called. So, yeah, if you haven't done that, you can do that, and you support me without having to actually spend any money that you haven't already spent. So, yeah. You can also go to cardkingdom.com/Nietzahone and buy some stuff from Card Kingdom. They've got double masters, singles, all that stuff. And you can also buy Nietzahone merch, which you can find on one of the panels below. There are shirts and coffee mugs at this point. Yeah. Got the 500th MTG Top 10 coming up in other news, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. It will be a special, I think, extra long episode. So, also closing in on 5,000 followers here on Twitch, and 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. So this is a keeper. Pilgrim's Eye makes it much better. You know, it is annoying. If we end up having to grab a swamp with this, I'm not going to be thrilled, but but we might have to. So they either have Patriarch's Humiliation or the Indestructibility Adventure based on the stick there. Poor Kobold Warcaller. Just wants to live his life. Nobody will let him. Yeah, this is way better in this format than it was in the last one. Because there's just so many good 1 and 2 drops. We did draw black. I appreciate that. Now I don't have to be sad. So play Pilgrim's Eye. Grab an island. We do need 2 black at some point, but we're likely to draw it, so... We need the island next turn, so... I think that makes sense to go that route. Nothing. Well, now we can get another swamp too, if we so desire. So let's attack with Pilgrim's Eye. There's like a decent chance John Arenicus dies, but I probably at least get 1 trigger. And I'll get to draw a card. So we get a 2-for-1 at worst. Maybe. Okay. Ooh, they're worried. You know they're worried when they're like, okay, give them back their creature. I don't care. Oh, it also shrunk the size of their library. So now we just mill 5 cards. They're smart. They're smart. I was going to get to draw. So now if they have sorcery speed removal, they can just use it. And I may have just loaded their graveyard for them, too. Who knows? Who knows? We did get back our Warcaller either way, and I like that. Okay, well, never mind. So, do you have the means to kill John here? You might. Seems possible. Or maybe you can't. So let's attack with Pilgrim's Eye here. Then play another Pilgrim's Eye. Don't want to do it like that, though. Play another Pilgrim's Eye. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to grab a Swamp. So, yeah, Pilgrim's Eye. We are going to get to draw a card this time. We can kill that next turn with our very clunky removal spell. We draw... Wait, what? Oh yeah, we draw. I targeted them, so I was a little confused. But I guess it technically... Yeah, it targets them, technically. Okay, which of these do I want to kill more? That is a good question. So yeah, we're powering up Servok here, unfortunately, with the Irenicus triggers. We're at 21, so we're just going to draw again this turn. I think I take 5 if they attack me, then we kill Servok and swing with everything. Although, probably not with John Irenicus, I guess, because... The only thing is, killing Servok also buffs Minthara. So... But I can kill Servok with Dragon's Fire, actually. So maybe I just do that. Unless he specializes. Okay. Or becomes indestructible. There's a lot of things that could go wrong here, but... I think we go for it. Does buff Minthara and all their other creatures. Yeah, indestructible. Not too surprising. So that's one reason using Eyes could have been better. But I think getting to... actually play something this turn was probably worth it. And that is what we'll do. We'll play our red dragon here. Here's our Servok. I think it's going to have to be Servok that we kill in the end. Especially once he transforms. Alright, there goes that. Now they have good attacks across the board, pretty much. We can't attack them for 5 in the air every turn. I mean, they can also play this turn. So, ooh, it's kind of gross. First strike and plus X plus 0. Yeah. So do we just take 12 here? Kind of think we do. Kind of think we do. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we also get a treasure. But yeah, we have to use Eyes. Indestructibility's not going to save that this time. I think we'll attack with both of these. Because mana. Drop them to 12. They don't have a 1/1 right now. Now they do. Actually, they don't because of Minthara. As if that's a downside. So they play 2 flyers here. That's going to be pretty tough for us. Yeah. Minthara doing work in this one, making us regret not picking 2 of her up in the draft. Removal for Minthara would be awesome. No? That means we're dead. What do you do in your red? Menace. How much can we swing for here? If we make him black, we can give +6 to something. That's not enough. Alright, yep, that pretty much went how I expected to in the end. The first 2 games really felt good, but they were the outliers for sure. Our deck was not very good. But, you know,